going on, guys? Today I am installing the Lensun solar hood-mounted solar panels on my 2019 Toyota Tundra. I'm going to run through what the kit came with, the install process, and share some thoughts about the products as well. As always, thank you guys for watching, and let's get started. So first off, this is the Lensun solar panel kit for the second gen Tundras, and this is a 90-watt kit. Right here on top we have our vinyl, and this is the underlayment to put underneath the solar panels, just to save your car's paint from being, damaged from the panels being on there in the sun and stuff like that. And when you take it off, you don't want to peel them and clear off. You can order them without the vinyl or with the vinyl. So if you have, a connection on vinyl or somebody that wraps cars that and you can do it that way. If not, this is a pre-cut piece of vinyl that Lensun can provide you if you add that to your order with them. And then right here we have our panel itself. It's pretty self-explanatory. It's shaped for the hood of the Tundra, and the wires are connected with these quick connects right here. These things are awesome. They're super easy to use. The wiring on these solar panel installs is probably some of the most simple wiring that I've ever done. And we have our instructions right here, installation manual, going over all the steps. And right here, this is going to be for the wiring kit, which I have right here. We have our controller box, which you're gonna have to mount underneath the hood somewhere. I haven't even looked under my hood yet to see where I want to mount it, but it's not a very difficult thing to do, so I'll just do that as I go along with the video. Then we have the wiring that goes to the battery, the positive and the negative. And then right here, these are little zip tie mounts for the wires that run from the solar panels. They're actually pretty cool. So these are little mounts right here that have 3M on the back, and then you run a zip tie through it, just like this, and then you zip tie your wire underneath, and then you stick that to the top of your hood, just like that. If y'all can see that. Ooh. I have some warm water and dish soap mixed up in a spray bottle to help lay that vinyl down. I have some microfiber towels to clean the hood before we start. And then we have this right here. This is our 3M VHB tape. So you will have to order this yourself. You can order it on Amazon. I have two 16-foot rolls right here. I'll link the Amazon link in the description for you guys, just in case you have problems finding it. But this is what we're going to be using in between the solar panel and the vinyl. And this stuff works great. It's super strong. I use this on the 4Runner as well, and we've had it on for like a year now. Tons of trips, off-roading, rain, snow, everything, and we haven't had any issues with it. So this is a must, and you have to order this yourself. So just keep that in mind. And then we have a little squeegee, thing with a pad on it. That's to apply to the vinyl when you're putting that on, so you can get air bubbles out or whatever. That came with the kit, so you don't have to buy that. I'm going to get started on cleaning off this hood real fast, and then we'll get started on the installation. Alright, we're going to get this hood clean real quick, and then we'll get started on putting that vinyl up. I'm just using the same soap and water that we're going to be using underneath the vinyl to help position it as well. You ready?
Yeah.
Here, I'll spray, you wipe. Okay? You done? Alright, come on. Let's get down. Oh, okay. Good job. Alright, so I'm kind of just eyeballing the vinyl right now and getting an idea on how I want to lay it out. What I'm going to do is I'm going to spray the soap and water underneath it on the hood and squeegee it out as I go and apply it. And then after it's applied, I'm going to keep squeegeeing it until it dries out, and then we should be good to go. Okay, so I got my sheet of vinyl off of the paper that it came with. I'm just gonna wet my hood with the soap and the water, and I'm gonna wet the vinyl a little bit. Give me some room to wiggle this around and get those air pockets out. So yeah, that's it. All right, so the wider end, there we go. So the on the vinyl, there's a, it's kind of like tapered, like this, the same as the solar panel. So the wider end goes towards the windshield, and then more narrow end goes closer to the grill of the truck. So just make sure you get that right when you put it on, because this stuff is a pain to redo after you already have it put on your truck. Trust me, I know from experience. So I'm gonna just lift it up and squeegee out all these air bubbles. All right, so now that we got our vinyl put on the hood of the truck, we're gonna start getting the solar panel ready to mount on there on top of the vinyl. So all you gotta do is turn it around right here to the bottom, and then we're gonna get our 3M tape that I showed you guys at the beginning of the video, and we are literally just going to be placing it all along the bottom of the solar panel itself, just like this, and you know, cut it to length with some scissors or whatever you're using. So we're gonna do this to the entire bottom of the solar panel, and then we're gonna go press it onto the vinyl. We're gonna have to put some stuff on top of it to weigh it down, let it sit for a couple hours, and then after that, we'll go ahead and wire it up. So I'm gonna knock this out really quick, and then I'll get back with you when it's time to put it on the vinyl. All right, so we got the 3M put onto the solar panel now. That was 2 16-foot rolls, so that'll give you a good idea of how much you need. I use the complete rolls, so you're gonna need at least 30 feet of this stuff to cover the, you know, get enough on the panel to where it's gonna be adhered strong enough for long trips, wind, rain, whatever. So yeah, that's it for this. Now all I need to do is get this red side peeled off on each strip, and then we'll go throw it on the truck and weigh that down. All right, so what I'm doing to get this red back off of this 3M tape, it's super sticky, so it's hard to do. I just got me a little razor blade, and I'm kind of just getting it in between the 3M itself and that red backing, and I'm just running it across a couple of times just like that, and then I'll flip it up, try to get my fingernail underneath there just like that, and then peel it off. So that is the easiest way to do it. I was trying to just do it with my fingernail, and it was impossible. It would have probably taken me an hour to do all that. So now that we got all the backing off, I'm gonna get a heat gun or a torch or something, and I'm gonna heat up the glue really quick. Let me see. I got my torch right here actually. So I'm gonna just put it on low, and I'm gonna heat up the glue. I'm just gonna run it across each strip just a little bit, not enough to melt it or damage anything. All right, yeah, I just got it on a low setting. I'm not burning it, I'm not melting it or nothing. I'm just literally just heating it up. I mean, my hand's right there. It's not super hot at all. Okay, let's put it on real fast. So I'm just gonna kind of center it and get it as close to the grill as possible. gonna put my elbow on it and kind of get it to stick on real quick, and then I'm gonna get some stuff to weigh it down, and we're gonna let that sit for a little while. All right, I got the panel on where I want it. It took me a couple tries. I kind of had to wiggle it a little bit to get it on, but we got it sitting on the truck now, and I have a bunch of random stuff I had in the garage, kind of weighing it down and helping it stick to the hood. So I got a couple of dumbbells, some water tanks, a small generator, toolboxes, a bag of pellets, a roto packs, just to help it stick. And then what I did was I'm gonna run the truck for about 45 minutes or so, maybe 30 minutes, half an hour, just because it's cold outside and I want that heat from the motor to rise up to the hood and help that stick even better. So I'm gonna let the truck run for about half an hour, 45 minutes, and then I'm gonna let this stuff sit for a few hours, and I guess we'll see you guys when it's all ready and we'll get the wiring done. I just took all the weight off of the panel and it is on there, check it out. We got a random South Texas rainstorm come through, and it rained for the last few hours, but I think we should be okay. I hope it didn't mess up the adhesive or anything, but we'll see after we take it for a drive and go somewhere, see if it flies off on the highway or not. But from what I can feel, it doesn't look like the rain messed up anything. I mean, I could try to pry it up and that's not moving at all. So I think we're good. So now let's go ahead and get started on the wiring. So we got our wiring right here and these little 3M mounts for the zip ties for the wiring. And then of course we have the wiring coming from the top of the panel running on the hood. So I'm gonna get the hood popped, get everything set up, and we'll knock that out real quick. All right, so first things first, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get everything connected and try to figure out a place where I want to mount this controller. So there's two wires or two connectors coming from the solar panel itself, a male and a female. It's pretty self-explanatory. All you do is, connect the male, connect the female into both the ground and the power. And like I said before, this is probably the easiest wiring job you guys are ever going to do. It's super easy. So literally just plug it in together and then figure out a place to mount everything. So that's the control box. And this has two, I guess, auxiliary wires as well. So there's another power and another ground right here, just in case you want to wire something else to these panels. Right now I'm leaving that open. I don't have any use for that yet, so I'm just going to be wiring the panels directly to my battery to keep my battery charged for when we have the fridge running and stuff like that. All right, I'm going to show y'all how these little mounts work real quick for the wiring. So let's see, let me grab one. So you have this little 3M backed plastic mount, and then the zip tie runs straight through that, just like that, and then you run your wire through that. So basically all I did was I cleaned the bottom of my hood and then this little plastic panel right here with some rubbing alcohol, wiped it down real good, let it dry, peeled off the 3M, stuck it on there. So I'm running 2 right here and 3 along the bottom right here. So I'm going to run it just like that through these 2 wires and then down to these 3. That way I have enough slack in the wire for the hood to open and close without any problems. But I also at the same time don't want this wire sticking up when I close the hood, because that's going to bother me when I'm driving. It'll just look tacky. So I think this should work. I'm going to run these zip ties through this really quick. These will be the final 2. So all you do is run the zip tie through. I'm going to put them on kind of loose to see how tight I need to pull the wire to close everything. Just like that. And then let's get the second one on. Just like that. So now I'm gonna kind of mess with closing the hood and opening it and pulling this wire tight enough to where it doesn't look tacky and it still has enough slack for the hood to completely function. And then we'll work on getting the control box mounted. All right, we got everything done. So let's walk through it really fast. So wires from the panel, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of those little 3M mounts with the zip ties ran through. And then I ran the wires, I just fed it through in between the weather stripping right here, so it's not in the way of anything. The hood shuts, wire doesn't get smashed, everything's good. Then on this side, here's the main connectors for the power wires to the control box. And then the way I mounted the control box onto the fuse, whatever you call it, the fuse box, I guess, was with 2 of these little screws, 1 on each side. I just screwed it right into the fuse box, and these screws are just your regular like silver machine screws. I don't know, I had them laying around in the garage and that's what I used. So they were just long enough to get enough threads in there to hold it tight, and short enough to where it's not hitting any fuses or anything like that. And of course I double checked everything. I can still open the fuse box easily and nothing's in the way. And then I have my power wire ran right here, and my ground wire ran right there. And those are just 10mm nuts. I mean, everybody knows how to take the battery off, so I didn't really walk through that step. And then we have power to it. You can see the little green and orange light lit up right now. Obviously there's no sun out really, it's raining, so I can't really test that today, but I know these solar panels work. I have been running it on my 4Runner as well for over a year now, and it's been great. So yeah, I'm gonna get everything cleaned up now and take everything out of the truck, back it out, and we'll show you guys the final product. So it looks super clean. I tried to wipe it down the best I could, but it's raining outside, so it might look a little dirty in the camera. Let me show you the wiring. So that's how the wiring looks running around the back the way I did it. So it's not real bulky, it doesn't stick out much, it's not obnoxious, it's not gonna bother me when I'm driving. But it looks good, and I'm excited to have constant power from the sun to the battery so I can run my fridge and everything like I do in the 4Runner nonstop when we're camping. So yeah, another awesome product by Lensun Solar. We do have a discount code with these guys. It's BFM1. If you decide to get anything from them, it's not just this solar panel, it is all products on their website. They will give you a discount. Use the code BFM1. I will link it in the description. But the Tundra is coming along, and she's almost ready to start taking out. So I have a couple of more videos coming up. I did order a front bumper for this thing, so we're gonna do a bumper. I got a new grill for it because I hate that chrome. And after that, I think we will be ready to start going on trips in this thing and taking her out and really using her. So that's it for the video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions on the product or the install, leave them in the comments below, and we'll see y'all next time.